they are doing so because they want to preserve this mechanism that they think is an important tool of leverage and pressure as part of the deal. But also, they would like to use this pressure on Iran to return oversight on Iran's nuclear program, as well as return to the negotiating table in order to bring more transparency and accountability on this important international issue.
We may get into a bizarre situation, which is very foreseeable given the state of the UN, where China, Russia, and a set of other aligned countries basically refuse to accept the legality of snapback and refuse to enforce the sanctions that will snap back. So there's a question about whether in practice the impact of these sanctions are going to be very, very extensive, or like they were previously, or in practice whether it's going to become a nothing burger.
On the surface, the Europeans are saying that they're doing this to restart diplomacy, but it is difficult to believe that that actually is the case. One has to take into account the Iranians were at the negotiating table. Israel and the United States blew up the negotiating table to make a demand for the Iranians to come back without making a demand that Israel and the United States should not be bombing the Iranians while negotiations are taking place. Simply cannot be seen as a serious demand. Iran has been supporting Russia in Ukraine. The Europeans now view Iran as a direct threat. Moreover, I think at this point, with all of the sanctions that have been imposed, all of the trade between Europe and Iran that has been destroyed, Iran simply does not matter that much for the Europeans. So doing something that endears Europe with the hardline elements in the Trump administration, I think is something that is seen as valuable in Europe and something that can be helpful given how tremendously strained the current transatlantic relationship is right now. So I think it has more to do with that than actually a belief that this will pave the way for a peaceful resolution of the crisis on the nuclear front.